everyone, I am your Vaishnavi. Today is a very important day in Canadian history. Every September 30th marked as Truth and Reconciliation Day. Starting from today, I am happy to be part of this Canadian historical first day. This day, recognizing and remembering the painful days little kids like me went through in Canadian residential school system. Indian residential schools operated in Canada between 1870 and the 1990s. The last Indian residential school closed in 1996. Children between the ages of 4 to 16 attended Indian residential school. It is estimated that over 150,000 Indian, Inuit and Métis children attend Indian residential school. This school tries to change Indigenous kids to Europe Canadian society. These kids forcefully taken from their parents. Many Indigenous kids went through terrible pain mentally and physically in the school system. They are separated from their families. Many kids took away many miles from parents and many of them not united back to their families. They are not allowed to speak their language and their siblings. They got terrible punishment when they speak their own language. They are not allowed to wear their traditional clothes. They got beaten up 24/7. This schooling system took away many little ones' life. School staff buried the kids' bodies near schools. They didn't keep records of these deaths or notify their parents. It was a terrible horror, a kid seeing someone bury their friends' dead bodies. The Canadian government is now recognizing Indigenous people's pain and the fault of colonial educational system. I am thanking our Prime Minister, Mr. Justin Trudeau, and his government make this day as National Day to put all Canadians together to recognize what happened in the past and to take a good action in future. This will bring a harmony between non-Indigenous and Indigenous community. This day will help people to understand how much pain Indigenous little kids went through. I believe this understanding will help people stop hurting each others in future. Today is Orange Shirt Day as well. Remembering a 6-year-old Indigenous kid's orange dress got ripped by residential school staff on her first day of school. That dress was gifted to that child to her grandmother. I am wearing orange shirt today. We can see many Canadians wearing orange shirt today to honoring that little kid's soul and pain. I have a question. To wearing orange shirt can help that little kid's soul. Is it help to clear the pain those kids went through those days? We need to understand the truth. Wearing orange shirt not only help to take strong action against Indigenous people, abuse will help. I am calling all the kids to take a strong decision themselves not to hurt anyone in their life. Today's kids are tomorrow's world. If we take a strong decision not to harm or hurt anyone, we can easily stop these kids of painful tragedies. I can understand and feel the Indigenous kids' pain. To separate me from my parents is very unforgettable pain. To take away my favorite clothes and my teddies, can't even imagine. It can be more painful the residential school survivors. These events make them to open their old wounds. We are here standing for you. We are here praying for you. You are not alone. Your voices get heard now. The statue of Egerton Ryerson, one of the founders of residential school system, got down and promised to change the name of the university. Canadian government and Christian society asking apologies from these residential school survivors. The Queen said, "I will join with all Canadians on this first National Day for Truth and Reconciliation to reflect on the painful history that Indigenous people endured in residential schools in Canada, and on the work that remains to heal and to continue to build an inclusive society." These are the clear signs Indigenous people voices get heard. Also, Canadian government need to bring residential school staffs in front of justice. Some of the staffs must be alive. Canadian court need to give them sentences that will give a good justice residential school survivors. Also, that make a lesson to general public not to harm kids or anyone. If anyone does, they will get punished. In this time, I am putting a request to general public to respect all kids in the world. Every child matters. All the kids has the right to live free from violence, exploitation, and abuse. We can all take a strong stand against child abuse here and all over the world.